Hey everyone, TOK is here. I guess I'm going to call this series like the TOK training tips. I don't know. Kind of a play off of TikTok. Anyways, I get so many requests to give training advice and behavioral advice, especially when I'm doing my live streams, whether it be TikTok, YouTube, whatever. Come on, guys, really? I mean, there's just no way for me to solve problems in a matter of seconds. Let's face it, live streams go really fast. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to do these few-minute little training tips right here on the subscription level of my TikTok platform. And that way, if you have any specifics, when I do live streams within the subscription platform, because it won't be as many people, then I can address your issues in real time. But in the interim, what I'm going to do is just put out these little videos once a week, just to kind of give you some advice on behavioral, relationship with your dog, training stuff, just various topics that come up quite a bit. So I think the first thing I want to talk about is there is no quick fix. Okay? These trainers that try to sell you, this package deal of, we can fix your dog in X number of days or weeks, whatever it is, all for the price of $4,000. They're full of shit. I'm telling you right now, there is no way to guarantee a time frame on what it's going to take to fix your dog's issues. So I'm one of these people in all my years of handling dogs, not just dogs, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my background here in a minute, but in all my years, I like to equate dog behavioral issues and training and fixing them and use human analogies to make you understand a little bit easier. For example, let's say that I'm going to use myself. I went through some pretty scary wildfires when I lived in California. Okay, my house burnt down. We had some really bad situations with wildfires, which is big in Southern California. Moved out to Louisiana, and a few years later, my son and his wife and family's house burnt to the ground within a few days of living there. I did not realize it, but I got PTSD from it, and I thought PTSD was fake. I really did. And how I figured out I had it was, one day I'm watching a show on TV called, I don't remember what it was called. Anyways, it was kind of like Cops, but for firefighters. And they showed in real time the fire department in California, which really hit home, no pun intended, of them fighting a wildfire. And there was one particular incident where they were trying to evacuate a 15-year-old girl who was home alone with her father's dogs, and she was trying to get the dogs out. Boy, it just brought back memories. Next thing I know, tears streaming down my face, and I'm shaking. And I'm like, hyperventilating, and I'm like, oh my God, I have PTSD. And I noticed it after that. So I can't even watch a wildfire on TV. That's how bad it is. Okay. In order to get past that, I don't go to a therapist and they say, oh, you know what? I'll have you fixed in an hour. You just got to give me some money and I'll fix you in an hour. It doesn't work that way. Same with dogs. If your dog has issues, and depending on whether his issues are behavioral, meaning he learned them somehow, or genetic. And see, that's what a lot of these quick fix trainers do. And I'll mention I'm going to call some people out. Not today, but I will. But you have these trainers that don't even ask any background about your dog. They're like, just give me the dog. I'm going to fix it for you. But you got to fork out the cash. So that's the absolute first thing that you need to accept before you ask me to help you with your dog's issues. I am not going to tell you that I can fix your dog in 5 seconds or less, because I would be lying to you. Okay? So if you're willing to put in the effort, then I am too. Okay? Now, not every behavioral issue can be fixed. Maybe it can be managed. Maybe we'll never find out what's going on. Okay? I have a bloodhound who is, I would say, to the outsider looking in, is aggressive with people. Loves dogs, but not so great with people. But he's hot and cold. 1 minute he's nice, 1 minute he's not. And he's come after me. Certain things set him off. Now, there's all kinds of different theories we can come up with. Was he abused? You know, is it genetic? Who knows? I've had him for a few years though, and nothing's worked yet. Now, so once I accepted that, you know what? We don't know what happened to him, and everything we're trying is not working, then it becomes a situation where I just have to manage him. I know what sets him off. I know what to do and not to do. Ooh, got a dog coughing behind me. So every situation is going to be different. When you come to me with your dog's issues, it's not going to be a blanket statement for everybody. Okay? Which is a lot of what these trainers do. These quick fix trainers. These, I don't want to call them YouTube trainers because there's some great ones out there. But this one particular trainer I'm talking about, what a snake oil salesman he is. Again, I'll talk about him later. So I hope that I haven't scared anybody off. And like I said, I will do these weekly videos and talk about different things, between obedience training and maybe working on some behavioral stuff. You know, my background actually doesn't even come with dogs. I didn't start with dogs. Yeah. My animal handling began with exotic animals. It started with wolves, and then it got into bigger animals. Tigers, bears. Oh yeah. That's where my background is. Horses and livestock. Then many years later I got into dogs, and I'm like, oh, these guys are easy. They're little. But I use all the skills that I learned with working with horses and these big exotic animals. I use those skills with dogs, and we'll talk about that in the next video. And then once we gain a little bit of traction here and I get a little bit more of these videos up for you on the subscription level, then we'll do some live streams together as a group under the subscription level, because there won't be as many people, and like I said, I can help you in real time. So this is my first one. I hope I didn't rattle any cages, offend anybody. But yeah, so let's do this. All right. I will check you out later, and let's see, what will the topic, I know what the topic's going to be next week. I'm just not going to tell you yet. All right. Thanks, you guys.